At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning and welcome to our virtual Veterans Day program. We hope that all of you that are viewing this will join our Brookwood students and school staff in honoring the important service of veterans everywhere. Before November 11th became Veterans Day, it was known as Armistice Day, which marked the ceasefire at the end of World War I at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. Today, we honor veterans from around the country. We especially recognize the service and sacrifice of our local veterans in our Brookwood families, extended families, and larger school community. Students, I know that many of you have veterans in your own families that you're thinking about today. We thank all of those veterans for their service and to veterans everywhere for their service to our country.
It's Mrs. Cantak coming to you from her basement because it was the only place I could get any peace and quiet tonight, and the lighting was pretty good for me to be able to show some of the things I wanted to show you tonight. The soldier that I would like to honor is my dad. He would be 101 in January, and he fought in World War II in the Pacific Front. He was stationed in Papua New Guinea, and he fought in the Philippines. This is my dad. This is Philip Borey. He was a master sergeant and a mechanic for C-47s, which was a pretty good-sized plane. They would drop paratroopers, and they would also haul cargo, and he was making sure all the time that they were running properly. When my mom and dad got married, just before all of this started, that would have been in January, and this picture was taken in March of 1942, and this is in New York City, and this was the last time they got to see each other for 3 years. And every day my mother would write, and every day my dad would write back and forth, even though the letters didn't come quite like that. And all of them had to be, you can see here, they had to be examined by an examiner and censored. So they would go through the mail, making sure that the mail wasn't spy mail or something that was against the cause. So I have his hat, which is cool, and I have his patches from his uniforms, his squadron, his Army Air Force. The Air Force was the Army Air Force before it was the Air Force. That's his scarf.
Hello, my name is Brinley Buchanan, and I will be honoring my Uncle Matt Young. He served in the U.S. Army and was stationed at Afghanistan. He should be honored because he served for our country and saved many people's lives. Here's a picture of him.
Bradley Tyrell would like to honor his grandfather, Patrick James Tyrell. Patrick served in the United States Army in Vietnam. Bradley is very proud of his grandfather's service. It means a lot to him and his family that he risked his life to protect everyone's freedom. We would like to let Grandpa Waz know that we love him and are grateful for him. We are also grateful for all the men and women who have served and are currently serving our country in our armed forces. Mr. Yago's grandfather, John Bickelhaupt, served in the United States Marine Corps. He was in the Pacific Ocean in Japan. John Bickelhaupt is a hero. John bravely served his country in hostile territory during World War II. He then safely returned to Wisconsin to raise a large, prosperous family while living 94 years as an ideal role model. Valerie Elise, Josh, and Alyssa Adams would like to honor Stephen Adams. He served in the U.S. Army Infantry. He trained at Fort Benning, Georgia. He was then stationed at Camp Greaves in South Korea. From there, he was moved to Fort Lewis in Washington. He is a father of 2, a buddy to 1, and we are choosing to honor him because he refuses to do so himself.
Thank you, Dad, for serving in the military. You're always my hero. These 3 are my great-grandfathers that are veterans. This is Richard Japlowski. He served 1945 to 1949. He served in the Navy. This is Roland Welch. He served from 1942 to 1945 in World War II. He served in the Army and is a Purple Heart recipient and a Bronze Star recipient. This is Baron Busbridge. He served 1945 to 1946 in U.S. Marine Corps. He is training to be part of a special force to invade Japan. He would have been sent overseas if America had not dropped the atomic bombs. These 3 veterans are extra special to me, but I want to thank all the veterans. Thank you.
Hi, and happy Veterans Day. I'd like to honor my Grandpa Motz. This is a photo of my grandpa and my brother and me. And then I also have a photo of my grandpa when he was in his early 20s and he just joined the Army. My grandpa served during World War II. I think that he should be honored because he was a kind and caring man who did what was right, even though it was difficult to do, and he felt that serving his country was important. So thank you to all of our veterans and active military men and women. Samantha Foyt would like to honor Corporal James Higgins. He served in the United States Marine Corps and is stationed at Camp Pendleton, California. He was deployed to Port of Al Jubail, Saudi Arabia during Desert Shield and Desert Storm for 6 months, from September of 1990 until April of 1991. After the war ended, Corporal Higgins went back to Kuwait for 3 more months during a cleanup operation from June of 1991 until August of 1991. Samantha thinks her uncle should be honored because he is brave and fought for our country.
Hey, Mrs. Peters here with Evie. Violet is sleeping, otherwise she'd be in this video. We'd like to wish all the veterans a happy Veterans Day. And most of all, we'd like to thank our veteran in our household, Mr. Peters. He is a veteran of the Marine Corps. He served 9 years and was deployed overseas to Iraq 2 times. And we are very thankful for him, right? We love him and are happy for what he has done. Can you say thank you, Daddy? Say thank you. All right. Happy Veterans Day.
Jenny Sanchez, a former Brookwood student, believes that her twin sister and twin brothers should be honored because they are Brookwood alumni. They are siblings in the military, and she says they don't know the next time they will all be reunited. They have also inspired their niece, Zoe Sanchez, and nephews, Tyler and Dominic Bonята, to join the military. Eddie Sanchez is in the Army and is stationed in Fort Riley, Kansas. Eric Sanchez is a Marine and is stationed in Camp Pendleton, California. Daisy Sanchez is pictured with her fiancé, Andrew Patz. They are both Marines stationed in Camp Foster, Okinawa, Japan.
Hi, happy Veterans Day. Today I'm honoring my dad, Dennis Raymond Moore, for his service in the United States Navy in the years 1965 through 1969. He served in Vietnam for 2 years and he was stationed in San Diego, California. Thank you, veterans, for all that you have done for our country.
Mrs. Conrarty would like to honor her brother. She wrote, "All veterans are heroes, but this one is extra special to me. He is my brother, my hero." Brian Helling served in the U.S. Navy for 4 years from 1992 to 1996. He attended Fleet Anti-Submarine Warfare Training Center in San Diego, California. He was stationed in Charleston, South Carolina, and Jacksonville, Florida. Brian supported operations in the Caribbean Sea and Persian Gulf. I am proud to honor my brother today on Veterans Day. Thank you, Brian, and to all veterans for your service. Timothy and Daniel Brown would like to honor their great-grandpa, Raul Zuniga. He is currently 99 years old and living in Huntley, Illinois. He served in the Army in the infantry unit in World War II during 1941 through 1945. He was in Germany and helped to secure bridges and liberate concentration camps. He is their hero. Mrs. Lind would like to honor Sergeant Brian Douglas Lind. He served from 1973 until 2007. He was in the National Guard and Army for 8 years. Brian served in Wisconsin with the National Guard and Oklahoma and Korea with the Army. He comes from many generations of military men. Rodrigo Benitez is in the Air Force and is currently stationed in Texas. He is Victoria Cruz's cousin. His family is so proud of him for serving our country.
Someone